Agenda with William Ravis Real Estate. It is Monday, August 22nd. I'm here with the numbers for the week. This week, we're going to talk about what's happening in the current housing market. Been a lot in the news lately, and I had a lot of questions asked about what's going to happen. Well, we're seeing mortgage rates fluctuating now instead of at a steady rise like they were early this year. The Feds have slowed down. A lot of anticipated increases in the rates, and a lot of that has to do with the fear of recession. As you can see right now, about half the economists nationwide are saying we're going to have a recession in the next 12 months. And when that's the case, the Fed slowed down increases in interest rates, and that's what's impacting the market right now with mortgages. So that's good news for buyers, and hopefully that's going to probably sustain itself at least through the year. We don't anticipate any unusually high increases. Next, let me just interject here. You can see with the rates during all the recessions we've had in the last 30 years here, there's been 6 of them. Back in the 80s, it went from 18 to 13%. It dropped 5 percentage points when we had those ridiculously high rates. Most recently here, back in a year ago, it dropped from 3.75 to 2.75, so 1 point drop. So during each of the recessions, what you can anticipate is falling rates. We don't see falling prices, though. You saw one in 91, a 1.2 decrease. 4 out of 6 were increases, significant increases. And in 08, the real tank at 19.7 was self-inflicted due to the mortgage industry giving money away to people who didn't qualify for mortgages, which resulted in a lot of foreclosures and also resulted in a lot of short sales. And the market back then had about a 10-month inventory. Today, that inventory has been hovering between 2.5 and 3 months. So we're not going to see a falling price issue. And that's why it's not going to crash. Not enough home for sale. We talked about this now back in 2019. It actually started where there was a shortage of homes for sale. It got a lot worse in 2020 during the pandemic, 2021, a little bit worse as well. And here we are in 2022, and it is not any better. We're still hovering around 3 months worth of inventory. Builders are not building speculation anymore. They're building when they have contracts. So there's no huge increase in inventory, none anticipated, and therefore we are going to sustain this low supply of homes. Supply and demand, basic economics. Foreclosure activity, that's not going to help the marketplace as well. If you take a look back in 2018, 2019, where levels hovered around what would be considered normal activity, it came way, way down during the pandemic years because you couldn't foreclose on properties. And let's see what's happened in 22 so far. In 2022, the first 6 months as compared to previous years is no worse than anyone except last year and maybe 2020. But prior to that, this activity for foreclosures is not going to have any impact on the marketplace or inventory. You can see again, if you're less than 6 months supply of homes in the marketplace, it's a seller's market, and we're at about 3. If we're above that 6-month level, it starts to become a buyer's market, and we haven't been there since about 2010. Estimated home price is expected to continue to increase as well. We'll probably end this year around 9 to 10% range. The next 4 years, they're projecting a 3 to 4% increase each year. But if you're a buyer, should you be buying today? Well, there's actually 3 reasons today's better to buy than it was early in the spring. Right now in June, there's only about an average of 3 to 3.4 offers per home. Back in April, it was 5.5. Today, about 51% of the homes sold or sold over asking. Back in April, it was 61%. And you can see inventory is building. Right now, we're at about 3 months supply. Back in April, it was 2.2. So there are more properties to choose from, and we're actually seeing that in the local market as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll answer anything you have for me. But in the meantime, that's it for this week. And if you're thinking of selling your home, do not trust Zillow for your pricing. Their numbers can be 30 to 40% high or low. Go to everythingrealestate.com/go/home value for your free accurate home value report. No strings attached, and have a great week.